Accidentally hit record. Welcome to this week's episode of, so this isn't going to be the Moving OutCast anymore. This
It's
is
not?
No, this is going to be Rough Country Cabin featuring the Moving OutCast.
Okay.
So it's free to do a vlog on the YouTubes, and it costs money to do the podcast off of that podcast service. So I shut down the podcast again. But what I want to do is do the podcast here and basically put it on YouTube. But it's like, who just wants to do that? So I'm going to try and make them a little more interactive. So you get to see us. So this is a mixture of Rough Country Cabin and a mixture of the Moving OutCast. So I guess we'll just, I don't know what to call it anymore.
The rough
OutCast.
The rough outcast cabin. The rough
Country OutCast.
the rough out country.
Please like and subscribe.
Please look over there. 10 feet to our left where 3 dogs are humping a train.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. So it's late. It's Saturday. Today's June 26th.
26th?
Today's June 26th. We just came back from Maryland.
26th, yeah.
My Gramma Louise Rusnak passed away. And so there were a bunch of Rusnaks that gathered, and we had our little Rusnak gathering. So we got to actually run into a lot of family members from afar and from not afar, and shamefully we don't see each other enough. And it was good to see people.
Some of them are like literally an hour away, and we only see them once every 2
When
years.
people die.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I know it's kind of a typical family dynamic, I think, but if we could,
We want to change
try
that.
to bring it in and make family a little closer, we're going to try to do that.
Yeah. So first off, rip Grandma. I actually remember I asked Grandma when I was little, I was like, what is it? Why do why do tombstones say, shut up. Why do tombstones say rip? And she's the one that told me it means rest in peace. So I forget we're on camera now. I'm just like, ow, I cramped. But and stuff. So we want to say rest in peace, Louise Rusnak. She would have been 94, I think.
Upcoming in like 2 weeks. I think July 9th would have been
Or was
her.
it June 9th?
No, July.
July 9th, because
Pretty
I know
sure.
what month it is.
Pretty sure. Would have been
But,
her 94th birthday. So yeah, she left behind a lot of family, but we got together and made our peace. And also, she left behind the most adorable dog in the whole world.
Molly.
I love you, Molly. Who
Which Aunt Diane made it very clear you're
and-
not allowed to take her.
she said the one condition to me coming into their house today was that I don't steal Molly. And although disappointed, I did obey. So
That was
I will.
difficult.
It was difficult, but I give Molly unto you. So
But it's awesome. I'm really glad we were able to see a lot of the Rusnaks that we need to see more. Like it's
we love all of our family. I
Yeah.
love, like, his family has totally become my family. I feel like I've known them absolutely forever, although we've been together like 15 years, so it's kind of been a long time, but I don't get to see them that often, but every single time it's like we never left.
yeah.
So just family's wonderful, and family means a lot. Like, I know it's cheesy, and as we grow up, we kind of try and form our own lives. Stop, don't sing that song. We try and form our own lives, and adults get busy, but it's always nice to have that sense of home and that sense of family and those ties.
So we're gonna work harder to actually have bonfires and stuff. I said it like 5 times before we left that we're gonna have bonfires.
Planting the brainworms.
Yeah,
Like,
and brain worms.
just like
But no cats on the table. There's a cat on the table. Sorry, I'm like looking down at the camera and the audio setup and stuff. Yeah,
We just hurdled over Betsy. It was great. It was great.
So big updates. We want this to be our family home videos and our vlogs. So the big updates are, we are so close to being done this foster parent process. We have done a bunch of paperwork, background checks, financial statements, shout out to all the friend. We weren't allowed to have family. We had to have only specific friends write recommendation letters. No cats on the stove. So thanks to them. We had our home interviews. We've been working on the house. We're fixing things up. Shout out to the neighbors. We had a neighbor gift us a fucking trampoline, which is
pretty
amazing.
cool. Yeah, and I know a kid will definitely enjoy that. So
Yeah, she enjoyed it.
I
So,
do. Haven't jumped on one since I was like 9.
So that's really exciting. We turned in a bunch of paperwork. We took our classes. We still have to get CPR certified, which is going to be online.
I think it's like CPR and first aid certified.
Something like that. And a couple of little basic tests and quizzes, which we've already taken.
And then we're going to
Done
schedule
some.
our actual home study, which everybody thinks is like this huge deal where they come into your house and they inspect every little crevice of it and they go in all your closets and your drawers. And our social worker's super chill, and she said it is not going to be that intimidating. And just from her like being in our house already for our interview, she's like, I see no issue, and I think you guys will be just fine. So we're super close.
So we're getting there. Yeah, and then it's just kind of a couple more pieces of documentation and stuff, and we're thinking by the end of July we'll probably be done. But then we're also trying to take a vacation, and
he wanted to take a vacation with the foster kid. I want to take a vacation before foster kid.
So we decided to take a vacation before foster kid.
Yeah, because I'm smarter, though. But like,
it makes sense. Get
like,
it done with.
Vacation. Supposed to be vacation, not stressful, relaxing. Foster kid, first time parents, probably a little stressful. And then there's like all these approvals that you have to go through if you're going out of state and for, a certain amount of time and all of that. So we don't want to have to deal with that. And we would rather just take our vacation, relax a bit, and then potentially be parents very soon after.
Yep. And get a Jeep Gladiator.
Potentially.
So,
very soon after.
We're going to trade in the 2-door stick shift that I got because I said we weren't going to have any kids, so we don't need 4 doors or automatic. And used to have a pickup truck, and the pickup truck's dead now.
That was only like 6 months ago. We said no kids. We're going to get a 2-door.
And so we're going to trade it in for a Gladiator. That way I get a pickup truck again. We get 4 doors, auto. She'll be able to drive and have fun. The dog has like a giant ball of rope, and she's just like, fuck everything, just dropping it over and over.
Don't look at us like that.
But in brilliant 4K, just for an example, this is what we're dealing with over there. I don't know if
and
of
they're
course
gone.
they all
They
fucking
vanished.
disperse as soon as I bring the camera over. Oh, now she's in my crotch.
Ew.
Say hi. Come say hi.
Come on, Betsy. Come, Betsy. Come on.
No, she's not even coming up.
Because you're too fat. She can't get through.
Go away. But but yeah. So those are basic updates. Sorry to we were supposed to go to a friend and coworker's daughter's birthday tonight, but the wake party got very emotional, and there were a lot more people than we thought, and it ended up running late, and it was hard to leave.
We thought it was going to be like 5 people who all live within an hour of each other, and it turned out we had relatives from out of state coming, and
what up,
wanted
Eddie
a
Joe?
chance to hang out with them a bit more. So,
So, yeah, that's basically it. We're trying to plan some vacations. We're hoping to either go to Yellowstone. I think we should wait till we have the kid and can take him to Yellowstone. I think that's an amazing thing that a child should be able to experience.
But my inner child needs to experience it.
Right. So I think we should do our little Wheeling, West Virginia trip and do that stuff out there. And then once we get the kid and we can take an actual vacation, maybe just fly out to Yellowstone, rent a minivan and sleep in it, or we can do the camping thing, or maybe rent an RV.
Sounds
We got to
creepy.
see how it works out, but we'll figure things out. This will be our third or fourth vacation in like 14 years. So we don't take vacations.
It's because of him. It's like, no, it's not. It's because of me. Jackie.
See, they're
Jackie.
being horrible.
Jackie. Jackie.
Bad dogs.
Jackie.
Bad dogs. But yeah. So our hope is we're taking this as a lesson of keep in contact with your family. I try to write letters to family, and my Aunt Diane, she was like, we miss your letters. I used to write them a letter like once a month, and it was just really nice, and they would write back, and I feel like a shithead because I haven't written anyone letters in a long time, and it's like, ooh, fucking letter, but
He's a shithead.
some people really appreciate it, and I always really appreciate it when they write back. So I want to start doing that because I was a real fucking douche or piece of shit growing up. I was not a cool guy, and I've found myself over the years, and she's helped shape me into a better person.
He's a
So
doucher.
So I like to be a
I
good
like him.
person. Yeah.
I like him. I guess.
But yeah, so that's the first episode of our vlog, which is basically reminiscing stuff. I don't know. I can't change the YouTube channel. We got like 39 subscribers.
That's pretty good, actually. I feel like it's pretty good. Keep it up, guys.
Yes, thank you. We got our first international one today.
Our,
What's up, Grant? Is his name Grant? I think his name's Grant.
Yes. Our 8-year-old nephew said to us yesterday that he watches every single one of our
Yeah.
Rough Country Cabin
Crazy.
videos. So shout out to Colton.
Was
And we hope to have you on very soon.
Yep, we'll have you on. And so, moment of silence for Grandma. And funny story.
What's up?
I'll give one funny story for her is when I became a volunteer firefighter. I was like, I always went over and did stuff for her at her house, pressure wash her deck. You know, my dad would be like, "Go help Grandma." And I'm like, "I don't wanna," and he'd be like, "Do it." So I go help Grandma with stuff, and I had just started volunteering as a firefighter, and I think I just helped like pull a little baby girl out of a car crash on a rainy day or something. I was like, "Hey, Grandma, I saved a kid today, and I became a firefighter EMT." She was like, "Oh, they let fat people do that?" I was like, "Yep, Grandma. Yeah, they do."
Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Would you shut up? So, yeah. Pretty cool. I hope to do this every week, just updates of our lives, and we can look back and
Little
look
tired
at the
tonight.
mindset.
The wake was pretty much the whole day. We're working on promotions with work. We're
Both of us.
working on the yard. There's a bunch of stuff. So just, keep us in your thoughts and not like prayers and whatnot, but, just like, go on, guys. You can do it. So.
And to cousin Stacy, check out Paganism. It's interesting. We were talking about that earlier. I want to give a shout out to everyone that we talked to, but I'm tired and.
I was looking up at the
I love
ceiling
you
because
all.
let me see if I can get this in the video. There's these little, where are they? Wow, you can't really see them. They're so tiny. Well, there was a view of our house.
Glorious 4K.
But we have these little corn husk people that we made that are hanging above us on our wall that we made for Lunasta.
Yes.
And
We're bad
they're,
pagans.
They're just, yeah, well, we're practicing.
Hey, how are you?
Stop it. So you make corn husk people and you hang them in your house. And we made corn husks of ourselves, and they're meant to protect us.
Yep.
So I thought that was really cute and
I'll toss a
something we can
picture
do with a kid.
here of them.
Yeah, sure. Here.
Here.
There you go.
There's a little delay on the camera down there. But, yeah. Would you shut up?
But yeah, so we hope to
Just stare at me
do
like, Papa.
a lot of new yard stuff. Like we're throwing up a whole entire new fencing section to divide the chickens and the dogs, so the dogs won't be so crazy and they can go outside and play all day. So we're just doing some yard renovations and whatnot, and we hope to share that project with you guys, give you updates how it's going, kind of give you some tips if you are looking to do something like that. And yeah, so hopefully more interesting stuff to come. If not, then at least we can look back on these and say, hey, we did that. So,
So, yeah, what's your usual closeout?
peace out.